So I gotta try them. Hey everybody! So today I am going to make keto Danish cookies. I've never made these before, so this will be a first experience for both of us. Now I'm not keto, but I like things on the healthier side. So I go with some keto recipes and not keto recipes. But this one I wanted to try because they look super good. This is what they look like. So we're gonna try that. It had 5 stars. So let's start. I already preheated the oven. So I haven't used my food processor very often, and I'm not used to mixing stuff in a food processor, but that's what it says to do. So like I said, this is gonna be a new experience for all of us. And then we'll see how long Fifi will handle this. Okay. And if we first combine flour. Now this takes almond flour. 2 cups, and it looks like I'm going to need to buy some more. There's 1 cup. And then there's 2 cups. We got that. The flour, add the sweetener. Now I am using, I don't like Swerve or stevia, so I am using monk fruit. 3 flowers. Okay. That's a lot of sugar. Serving on these I have to look at because it makes 20 cookies. It's probably 1 cookie as a serving. Alright, so it tells me to add that and salt. 1/4 teaspoon salt. Got that here. Really? Alright, and it says to blend it. Pulse it until it resembles coarse crumbs. Alright, it looks like coarse crumbs. Alright, and now... Or no, pulse to combined. Okay. It also looks like coarse crumbs. Now, add egg and the vanilla. I'm just gonna throw the egg on in there. Now, what I do, guys, I don't know if you guys have a garden or anything, but I save my eggshells. I go through a lot of eggs. I go through, I want to say over 30 eggs a week. It's a lot of eggs. But I save my shells, and once I go through the 30, I buy the big cartons. Once I go through the 30, I bake them and then I crush them up. I crush them up and I put them in this bag of just crushed up eggshells. And then when I have the bag full, I'll put them in my garden, and that will stop slugs and things like that from crawling on your plants. So we'll see if that works. So, I added the egg too soon. Supposed to do the butter first. Okay, I have softened butter. I'm just going to throw this all in together. So, it wants the cubed softened butter. What first? What first? So, I'm going to take a chunk of softened butter, pop it in there, pop it in there. Okay, so I softened the butter through the microwave, just like 5 seconds at a time until it got soft. I don't know if that's going to ruin the recipe, because it's really soft. Okay, so I've got my softened cubed butter, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the vanilla in. 1 teaspoon vanilla. Okay, and then we are going to pulse it until the dough clumps together in one big ball. Alright, now this is going to be a new thing for me. So, I think that's the best ball it's gonna get. Ah, there's still butter! Alright, I don't have a spatula with me, so I'm just gonna... Alright, let's pulse it a little bit more. Let me grab a spatula. Or something. Probably gonna over mix it, and then they're gonna turn out like crap. So, I love to bake, and I cook a lot, but it doesn't mean everything I make turns out good. Or this way. Alright, well, there looks like there's a ball now. Ugh, it's so buttery. Okay, let me whip out the blade. Alright, now, okay. It says to put it in a piping bag. Alright, so now, what it says to do, I have this is literally all the counter space I have. So I have to rotate things and move them around. And I got all my measuring things, so I wasn't sure if I needed them. Okay, after this I'm going to be making pasta. I tried to make whole wheat pasta earlier, but it didn't work out the same. It's in the fridge right now doing its cooling, but I think I'm just going to remake it in my white flour like I normally do. Alright, so it says to pipe it. There goes my vanilla. Now I need a real spatula. Okay, so it says to put it in a piping bag and pipe it. These are very much butter cookies. That was a lot of butter. Ooh, I made some apple cider donuts for breakfast yesterday. Oh, they were so good. And they were so... I didn't mix that right there. Darn it. They were so good and so fattening. When they came out of the oven, they were baked. When they came out of the oven, you're supposed to dip them in melted butter. And then cinnamon sugar. Okay, so it says to pipe. It gives tip numbers, but I just used whatever tip I had. About 2 inches in diameter. Alright. So let's see if I can do this here. It's supposed to make 20 cookies. So we'll see about that. Okay, well I think they started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is what they look like. I have them on a silicone baking pan. So now I bake them for 18 to 20 minutes. until the edges are golden brown. Oh wait. Remove them, turn off the oven, and let cool for about 15 minutes. Then put the cookies back to dry out and firm for another 15-20 minutes or so. Remove and cool completely. So I have to do both at the same time. Okay, so I had to wash one of the mats because I couldn't find the other one I was looking for. So we're going to finish piping these on so I can bake both at the same time. Okay, so I got all those done. Gonna go throw them in the oven. So the butter cookies just came out. They're still a little warm, and I will be making up some chocolate to dip them in and eat, but I don't think I can wait that long, so I gotta try them. Yeah, it's kind of hot. These are really good. The flavor is very light. They're definitely the kind of cookie that you're like, well, it's not the best cookie I've ever eaten, but I can definitely eat every single one that I made in one sitting. Alright guys, so the cookies are done. This is what they look like. I ended up making 21 of them, so it worked out. I got to sample it while they came out of the oven. And then I've got 4 ounces of melted chocolate, the Baker's semi-sweet chocolate, and I mixed it with a teaspoon of coconut oil. And what we're going to do is we're going to dip them. My husband just drove by and I gave him one. There we go.
Have one?
Set them. When they're all ready, you can have one. And then you can put sprinkles on them if you want to have sprinkles. I don't have any sprinkles. Okay, so I've scraped it now. I'm going to eat it. These ones aren't going to have chocolate on them, so I'm going to put them on the plate. And then I'm going to put these in the freezer to cool them down quicker. Alright guys, so they are now done.
What?
Obviously you don't have to put them in the freezer, but I did just so the chocolate got hard quicker. Now we've got the treats. And then we have the lid to keep the children out. Because they're all mine.
It won't keep me out.